Hey everyone, Estrongel here, and today is the release of version 0.1 of an add-on I'm calling Minescape, where I will be expanding the endgame in unique ways that will provide more entertainment and challenges for you to go after. I'll be bringing in things that exist in Runescape, and by Runescape, I mean old school Runescape, about as much as I possibly can. Some of the things I plan to do are eventually add in custom biomes, mobs, bosses, structures, and even a skill system. But today, I'm happy to be revealing the loot bag and Chunken update of Minescape. Real quick, if you're new to the channel and like the content that I produce, make sure to subscribe so you can keep up with me in all of the videos I produce. I also have a Discord server where you can talk with me directly and give feedback. Alright, that's enough of the intro. Let's get into this update's content. First off, let's look at the loot bags. Loot bags feature 4 different rarities: common, uncommon, rare, and legendary that will drop from every mob in the game. They will drop a variety of items, and I've separated the drops into categories of building blocks, food and consumables, and armor and weapons. Of course, the higher the rarity, the better drops in both quantity and quality. So for an example, here, let me just do some common loot bags, and then I'll show you guys some of the items that can show up in them. Alright, there's all of these. Generally low tier items, not stuff that's too amazing. And that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, that is what I wanted to do. If I clear my inventory. Here's some of what you can find in the uncommon loot bags. These armor pieces can be enchanted, they just have a lower chance of being enchanted. But you'll also notice blocks like jungle are going to appear with in higher quantities than they were before. So in the common bag, the max you can actually get is like, I think 1 or like about 3. In higher bags it goes to 4 to 5, and ends up with legendary bags it's about 25. That one's shown off. Go ahead and clear my inventory again. And the rare bags. And these are some of the items you can find in the rare bags. Just more general random items. And here's what you can find in the legendary loot bags. As you can see, you get a lot more items from these. Getting almost a stack, over a stack of birch logs and over a stack of acacia. I don't know if... Okay, yeah, see, there's jungle wood. And there's all sorts of different items you can get. That's generally the gist of the loot bags. Moving on, mobs also have a tier system. Tier 1 mobs are going to be passive mobs like cows, sheep, chickens, and rabbits. Tier 2 are ones that only become aggressive when attacked, and also a few weaker mobs, so that's going to include the polar bears, wolves, skeletons, and zombies. And we also have Tier 3 and Tier 4 mobs, which contain hostile mobs that I feel are the strongest in the game to be fighting. And in addition to this, the Wither and the Ender Dragon will drop 1 of each loot bag on death. So Tier 3 mobs are going to be the Slime, Blaze, Enderman, and Ghast. And the harder to fight and more rare mobs like the Wither Skeleton, Guardian, Elder Guardian, and Witch are going to all be in Tier 4. These of course are subject to change with feedback, and I hope that you guys will be able to give me some feedback on these. One more thing, the purpose of these loot bags is not to make a player overpowered super fast, it's to provide a new goal to go after. After opening many loot bags, or a few if you're lucky, you'll find that there are actually some new items available in them, and these are called party hats. As you can see, here's a blue party hat, and they all look like this, but with different colors. I took the inspiration for them from Runescape. People would have parties with loot drops with a chance of a party hat dropping. In the old days of RuneScape, these were some of the rarest items to go after, and the same idea exists for what I was going for with these bags. From each loot bag with a better chance in higher tiers, you will be able to obtain a red, blue, yellow, white, purple, and green party hat. In order for you to be able to wear them whenever you want, I have given them the same protection and knockback resistance as a netherite helmet. So if I go into survival, you can see I have a protection level of 3. Let me just grab a I'm not in creative now. And if I put on a diamond helmet, it's going to be the same protection. These are also enchantable if you wanted to do that. And in addition to these, if you manage to obtain all 6 party hats, you'll be able to craft them into a black party hat. Now this party hat's going to be the pinnacle reward. It's going to be the goal that you go after. And it also gives you protection higher than diamond, where diamond helmet will give you 3 protection. This party hat will give you 5. And in order to get this party hat, you're going to craft all 6 of them into one crafting table. So right here you can see I'm able to craft the black party hat. It's just going to be all 6 of them in the table. And I now have this. If I put it on, I have 5 protection from it. Now onto the other thing being added into this add-on update, the Chunkens, Chonkens, Thickens, Big Chicken, Chickzilla, whatever you want to call it, is making its first cluck into your world. This bad boy is not only bigger than a normal chicken, but it has a seat for you too. That's right, you can tame it just like horses. To tame one, you're just going to keep mounting it till you see the hearts appear. Then all you need to do is put a saddle on it and you're good to go. This dude is running away from me real quick. As soon as it tames, sweet. Saddle in my inventory, I'll just pop that on. And now I can get full control of the Chunken. The Chunken also has unique features. It is faster and can jump higher than a horse, but it can also float in water and glide through air. The only drawbacks to this big Thicken is that it can't wear any armor and it has far less health than a horse would have normally. Chunkens cannot be found through throwing eggs, and the only way to find them is in the wild, where they have a very rare chance of showing up, and a Chunken can only be bred with another Chunken, and since they're so big, in order to do the breeding, you'll need to feed them a golden apple, enchanted apple, or golden carrot, much the same as a horse. This is going to be really cool. I think this might actually be better than a horse, as long as you can keep it protected and safe, because they are pretty fragile, but I think the ability to float is going to be pretty useful, along with the higher jump and faster speed. And I don't have any water here to show you, but if I did make a pool, let me just show you guys really quick. Let me just back out a little section here. Here is my Chunken going. If I go into the water, he's not sinking, he's floating, and he will not be dismounted. So, yeah, that problem with the horse is now gone. Moving on to things that are in this add-on but not currently available in survival. There are 2 boots I have made, the fancy boots and the fighting boots, that are from a place in Runescape called the Stronghold of Security. I made these a while back, but I don't think they have any place in this update, and won't until I add in custom structures. If you're in creative and want to use these items, or any of the items in this function, or in this add-on, you can get to them by using the /function command with cheats enabled. You can see that there's the loot bags one, there is party hats, and there is special boots. And if you want to summon a Chunken in this game, you just do /summon Minescape Chunken, and you've got your very own Chunken. Anyways, that's all that's in this update and release of my add-on. If you have any feedback, ideas, or are familiar with add-on creation and want to help me work on this project, please let me know. I'd be happy for any help I could get. The next update I have planned is going to be adding an endgame armor that can be acquired from the Wither and the Ender Dragon, and maybe some other things if I find the time to make them. But anyways, that's going to do it for me from this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.